Hey everybody! Thanks for listening to On the Podcast, a short episode format podcast to give you something to do while you're killing time, doing your business, as they say, on the old porcelain throne. Or maybe you have to take classes through Zoom that are required for your job, but you don't have to turn on your camera, so you're not really listening and not really paying attention because they're not testing you. So you're doing something else to kill time, to get that credit, that good credit. And you're hoping Jan doesn't ask you later about class because you were listening to On the Podcast.
Yeah.
I'm Liz.
And I'm Katie.
Hey, Katie.
Hey, Liz.
What up?
What up? The sky is up.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's
I did
up.
not see that coming.
You walked into it, but this is the perfect
I'm
thing.
walking out of it.
Liz, we are going back to the moon. Have you heard about this?
No. I thought we'd been back.
Well, no. We've been once. We're landing on the moon. NASA is doing a new mission, an Artemis mission, and we are sending people to the moon by 2025.
Where did Artemis come from?
Where did Apollo come from? Oh no, I know where Apollo came from.
Maybe
I don't know where Artemis came from.
Maybe Artemis is a Greek god or something. Anyway,
They should name it Mithridates.
Mithridates. It's first.
So I heard this on the news the other day, and I had no idea that we were going back to the moon. I got so excited that I thought today we would talk about the original moon landing and facts about the moon landing that you just might not know of.
Rock on, bring it on. See what I did there? Rock on.
Rock on.
Moon rock.
Rock on.
Rock on, brother. Bring me some space.
So, Liz, we all know, I hope we all know, that the first moon landing was on July 20th, 1969, when Neil...
Summer of Love.
The Summer of Love.
Was the Summer of Love happening on the moon as well?
It was between Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, moon dust.
We know. Do we recognize those names?
Yeah, man. Buzz Aldrin smacked a moon landing denier in the face in his 80s, and it looked like a hard hit. And I've aspired to be as good at slapping people in my 80s.
We've had an episode about conspiracies earlier in the season, but it's not this one.
Yeah.
We're not talking about that today. So, Liz, did you know that before the Apollo flew into space, there were protests? People were not happy that this was going on.
I did not.
There were about 500 people protesting outside the Kennedy Space Center because they thought the Apollo missions, the $24.5 billion budget, should go toward the people on Earth and not necessarily flying into space.
I mean, I see their point.
I see their point, but looking back on it, it was a huge historical point in the United States. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I think, I can look at it from an in the future perspective because I am younger than 1969. Younger? Yeah. And I've seen moon rock, and I've tasted moon dust.
Liz, there was even a song written about it by Gil Scott-Heron opposing the moon mission.
No way. Have you heard it?
No, I haven't. So let's maybe go listen to it after this. Let's find it.
Better be groovy.
The mission still happened despite the protests. They still launched into space.
You're telling me a song didn't stop the government from moving forward?
It did
with their
not.
agenda.
It did not. But they listened to it in the spaceship that were snapping along with it, and they were like,
don't go to the moon. It ain't for you.
So, this is not surprising, but this is our first episode where we're talking about potty stuff. This is so exciting. This is not surprising, but I can't imagine that it would be easy to use the bathroom while you're in space.
No, I I've often looked into what the facilities are like in a spaceship, and certainly no 5-star hotel. Far from what I would say a 2-star, and I have no desire, unless like the Earth is being threatened and I'm still young and I've got all these ideas and I have to leave. Don't put me on a spaceship.
I would say it's a 1 trillion star. No,
Ooh, I see what you did there. Yo,
but Buzz Aldrin admitted to, quote, pissing his pants on the moon.
Like, man, when you gotta go, you gotta wait. He legit was on the he didn't
on the moon.
Like, I feel like it's always like,
Peeing.
okay, pee before you go. Pee before you go. Like, why didn't he pee inside of the space shuttle?
He
So
was
that he didn't pee on the moon.
He was wearing a diaper,
Oh.
so he's fine.
Oh.
I guess that's a thing. You wear diapers in space because you can't control things in there.
Another reason not to go to space. Unless I have to.
So Liz, they were landing on the moon, and Neil Armstrong says this next thing was probably the hardest part of the whole mission. They overshot the intended landing point on the moon by 4 miles.
Wow.
Which is, I mean,
significant.
honestly, probably easy to do because, like, one crater probably looks like another crater. You've never been there before. You know, when you're, like, driving down the street and you're like, whoops, just past where I was supposed to go.
It's like the burbs, man. It gets, all the houses are the same.
Basically.
Have
So,
I passed this house before?
try to land a spacecraft in suburbia on that specific house. It's going to be hard.
Is that the crater I know? Nah. Keep going.
So they overshot it. So Neil Armstrong switched into manual mode and flew 500 meters without any of the help of any computers behind him.
Hal from 2001 Space Odyssey. Have you ever seen that movie? Oh, yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
I think more, Daisy, Daisy.
Anyway, at the
Anywho.
same time, a computer system in the Eagle, which was the little spacecraft that they were in, was malfunctioning. The astronauts were giving a code that they didn't recognize. There were alarms blaring. Like, this has to be a high-stress situation. And on top of that, they touched down with 45 seconds worth of fuel left in that landing tank.
What the heck?
Can you imagine? Alarms blaring, computers gone. You're lost in suburbia wasteland of the moon. You're landing this thing.
That's
and you
how
have
that
45
Brazilian
seconds.
soccer team ended up eating each other. They didn't have enough fuel.
So I kind of figured that they like touched down on the moon. They opened the door. They're out.
Yeah.
It did not happen that fast. It
That's
actually.
That's why he peed his pants.
That's why he peed his pants, because he was waiting for so long. It took them 4.5 hours
Oh my gosh.
to get out of, like, to step out onto the moon.
They
It
could have
was that
listened
long
to
of a
so
window.
many episodes of On the Podcast in that 4.5 hours that they were waiting.
And they spent about 2.5 hours on the surface of the moon. So they did get a pretty good chunk of time.
Yeah, but not like a good return on investment. Like, you're in the ship for 4.5 hours, you're on the moon for only 2.
How long did it take to fly there? How long does it take to get back? The commute? What a horrible thing.
This is why people protested.
But Liz, I mean, there was always the threat of them not being able to come back.
Yeah, they had 45 seconds left of fuel on their own landing gear.
Yeah,
Like
and there
you-
were different mechanisms to pump
Oh,
it back
yeah.
up into the sky.
I would
but
hope so.
yeah, but President Richard Nixon at the time had a speech ready just in case it was called in event of moon disaster.
Yo.
And the first line of that was, "Fate has ordained that men who went to the moon to explore in peace will stay on the moon to rest in peace."
Fate has ordained that the men who went to the moon to explore in peace will stay on the moon to rest in peace. I am not a crook. Did I kill that?
I think you did pretty good.
Thank you. I don't even know what Rickson sounds
Rickson.
like. That's a sick celebrity name.
So, good news, they made it back safely. He did not have to have that speech. But when they made it back, you know how when you go through the airport, if you've been in another country, you have to go into customs.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to go into customs because they brought back moon rocks and moon dust.
Yeah, it's like what is customs gonna do? They're gonna stop you and be like, "I'm sorry, the moon is known to have bugs that are invasive to the Earth, so we're gonna have to confiscate that from you." Like, what are they doing?
And that was actually a perfect segue because they had to quarantine for 21 days just in case they brought back
Moon
quote
flu?
unquote moon germs.
Moon flu, yeah. Wow.
Which, like, I mean,
I get it.
you don't know
I get
what's
it.
up there,
I get
right?
it.
I
Ain't nobody
understand
know.
bacteria, you know, who knows?
Radio waves.
Radio waves.
Scary. Trash that we've
Soiled
just launched in
diapers.
there. Yeah, exactly.
All of that combined brings us to one of the biggest historical events of the United States history.
Which was?
The moon landing.
Oh, okay. It's really interesting, Katie, because I heard that there was actually a restaurant that was built on the moon.
A restaurant, you know, there's oxygen to make that flag wave.
Look, all I know, and this is what I've read on Yelp. Great food. Atmosphere is terrible.
Good moon pies.
Good moon pies. Good moon pies.
I hope you learned a little something today. Did you know any of that stuff about the moon landing?
No.
Good. Learned
No.
a little something.
I did. I feel like there's something inside my body.
It's a little bit of knowledge.
Thanks, Katie.
Thanks, Liz.
I hope that the rest of your day is out of this world.
Woo! Killing it with those space puns. Pew, pew, pew. That was a space laser.
Yeah. No sound in space, so it's more like
All right. See you next time.
later.